Hi, this week I was learning to try and understand or get my head around regular expressions in C#, .NET, and yeah, I think probably like most people I found it extremely confusing, bewildering at first, but as I slowly started to play with it, it became a little bit more clearer. That said, I'm by no means an expert. What I wanted to do was to try and to extract some tags from a HTML file. And one of the ways we could have done this was by using string functions, but I'd also seen online some examples of tags being removed using regular expressions. So I thought I'd have a little play and share with you guys what I came up with. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to create our project. So we shall create a new empty project and we'll call this reg demo. Okay, so in the Solutions Explorer you'll notice we've got no files. We need to add a class, so we will add class and we will call our class reg exp demo. Okay, now this particular class, because it's an empty class, empty project, doesn't actually have an entry point, so we need to create that. So we'll call our function public. We'll not return any types. We have to call it a static, otherwise .NET shows a fit, throws a fit. And then we have to call it main with a capital M, parentheses, open curlies, close curlies. There you go. Okay, we've got an issue here, probably because the static has to come before the void. There we go. Okay, before we begin, we have to enter the regular expression namespace. So it's in system.text.regular expressions, terminated with our semicolon. Another thing I'm going to be using in this is when we want to display an output, you can do what the majority of people do, and that is a console.writeLine. However, I prefer to use debug, so debug.print, and that is stored within the namespace system.diagnostics. Okay. What this actually means we can do now is we can type in debug.print parentheses. We can put our message in here and then close it, double quotes. Okay, so what this does is it allows us to use debug.print and followed by our message in exactly the same way that console.writeLine behaved. Personal preference, I prefer this over console.writeLine, but there you go. So anyway, we'll kill that for a moment. First thing we need to do is to create our string, which is going to contain our message. Now, you would normally load a file up and go through the file and extract the tags, but just to make presentation a bit more straightforward here and a bit more easy for you guys to see what's going on, we'll create a string and we'll call it str, and then we'll make it equal to a table row. So we're going to potentially create a section here or simulate a section here, which you would typically find inside a HTML file. Okay, so we've got table row, and then we've got, say, table data, and then we've got some blurb. Okay, and then we've got the closing table data tag, and then we've got the closing table row tag. Okay. The next thing we need to do is create our match collection. So this is going to be a collection of matches, assuming any matches are actually found. Hopefully there will be, and we'll call it MC, and then we have to declare regex, call the function .matches. Okay, pass it our string, and then we pass it the expression, and then we pass our regular expression option, which is really just to tell it to do the expression on a single line. in this particular case. Oop. And then what we want to do, we want to be able to put this out on the screen so you guys can see what the matches are. So okay, we'll do for each parentheses match M in MC, open curlies, close curlies. We're going to dump this out on the screen, so debug.print parentheses m.toString. Okay, so if we run this at the moment, it'll just not find any matches because we don't have a regular expression. So, okay, so what do we put in between the two curlies? Well, what do we want to pull out? What we want to actually pull out is this table data string. Okay, so we could actually put the whole string in between the curlies. Sorry, between the double quotes. And then if we step through this, you'll see that it actually matches, dumps it to the screen. Brilliant. However, the chances of you finding this text between the data tags in the HTML file being the same on every single web page is fairly slim to none. Okay, so not much use. So what we want to try and do is match the opening table and then match the closing table, but basically let anything in between those two go through. Okay, so the way to do that using regular expressions is to kill the blurb in between, leave the opening and closing tags, and then have a think about the expression. And if you ever have a perusal online for regular expressions, you'll see all these magic expressions like \s or \S or question mark or star, and it's like, the hell, and it just completely blows your mind. I mean, it did for me. But when I actually started playing with it and I started experimenting, it was actually not too bad. So I found it relatively straightforward, at least in my simple terms. Okay, so onto the regular expression that's going to allow us to pull our table data out between the tags, regardless of the text in between. So what we're going to use is the period. And what the period does, it'll allow you to search or match on any character, alphanumeric or character to a new line, special case characters, whatever. But what that'll do is it'll only return one character. So we need to get it to return more than one character, one or more. And the regular expression symbol to do that is a plus. Okay, so what that'll do now is it will essentially match on a character, a non-alphanumeric character or any other character, and it will keep matching to the end of the string. Okay, and we can prove that by stepping into it and seeing what goes onto the screen. There you go, the whole kit and caboodle, and that's not what we want. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to kill it when it gets to the first TD. So what we do is we'll use what's called a lazy match here, and that's just simply a question mark. And what that'll do is it'll stop the search the first closing tag that it comes to. Okay, so to prove that now, we will run into it again, and as if by magic, there you go. And just to prove that it'll work now with any text in the middle, we'll put some numbers in there, and we'll put a question mark or two in there. No, question mark is actually used down here as a regular expression. It's a reserved character. However, in our string, it's not a reserved character. It's anything. Okay, so oops, corrupted. So we can put anything in here. It's a bit dangerous using the period. There are reserved characters which you can use, such as W for text, D for decimals, etc., which I'll cover in another tutorial later on. But for now, this was just a quick, simple, dirty fix which could allow you to extract the tags of your choice. Again, now that we've put in our other characters, we'll run through it again, and we'll put it out on the screen. There you go. So, hope you found that useful. And this is a work in progress. I'm not by any stretch, as you can probably gather, regular expressions expert. I am learning as I go along, so as I learn more, pick up more, I would be sure to put some more examples online for you. Anyway, until next time, take care.